Hey guys, so today I'm going to be pruning my fig trees on my back porch, and I'm going to be moving things around. So I just thought I would go ahead and show what I do for my fig trees because one of them is already leafing out. We never got really cold this winter, and so they really didn't drop their leaves all that much. But to get the most production out of fig trees, it is best to prune them, and so that's what I'm going to do. They take really well to a hard prune, and they flush back really fast. So I'm going to show you what I do and then just kind of show you how I'm going to rearrange my back porch. I'm going to be filling my green stalks probably not till maybe this afternoon, so I'm just moving things around right now. So here are, well, one of the two fig trees I have. So this one, I don't know if it's just in a warmer location, but it never really lost any of its leaves, and it's actually starting to push out new growth. So I want to go ahead and prune this now before it really takes off in the spring. And so I'm not an expert at fig trees, but I do know the more you prune on them, the more fruit you are going to get. So this one is got quite a bit of a lean on it. So I'm just going to look at it, and wherever, so you can see, hold on, let me see if I can show you this. So this is where I cut it last time, and so it shot up this branch here and this branch here. So ideally, they say wherever there's a new branch they're going to put more fruit out. The same here, I cut there and it actually shot out 3 new branches. So I'm just gonna go in and cut those branches down by maybe like half or a third, and then it's actually gonna take all of these leaves off. So wherever I want it to branch out from is where I'm gonna make my cut. So if you see, there's a node right here and a node right there. So if I cut above this one, it's going to shoot a branch this way. So that is what I want. So I'm going to make a cut right there, and then, it's a little blurry, it'll shoot a branch this direction. So I'm going to do that around the whole tree and then show you what I've done at the end. Okay, so that is the finished tree. I have quite a few places that I cut. I'm going to come in and like restake it a little bit, and I need to add some more soil to it, but it's not quite time to fertilize, so I'm gonna wait until I add more soil, and I'll fertilize all at the same time. Let me try to get this to focus, but you see everywhere where I made a cut, I looked at the nodes. I'm trying to focus. Okay, so I looked at the nodes. So like I cut here because this node was facing this way, so I'm gonna have a branch coming that way and probably a branch coming this way. Down here I cut here because there's a node here, and I'm gonna have the branch come that way, and that's how I cut around the whole thing. And so there's not that many long pieces, or else these will root. I mean, you can root this tiny piece, and I might try it because fig cuttings take really easily. So you can take these so you don't have to waste them. But yeah, so this will flush out in no time. I'm gonna come in and stake it up and add some fresh soil. You see how far the soil has gone down. Add some good fertilizer. One thing I've done some research on is fig trees like more or less nitrogen fertilizers when they are fruiting. So make sure if you're not getting any fruit or not enough fruit and your tree is established. This is a 3-year-old tree. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is. Try to down the nitrogen fertilizer. Also, I have thoroughly cleaned my pruners and nothing is focusing. Ah! Here is the other fig tree. This one has quite a few less leaves on it, so it's not going to look as drastic, but I'm still going to come in and trim. This tree actually had spider mites on it last year, and so I defoliated the whole thing, and it grew back great. So one thing I'm gonna do is, so like this has some damage at the end of this, so I'm gonna take that one down past where there's any damage, and it looks like there's some damage right in the top here, so I'm gonna actually top this because there was like a little dead hole here, and then from here, let's see, that's damaged. Probably get for this one. I just went around and made cuts. The top I cut off because it had some damage, and then I just went around and made some cuts all over. So basically every time you make a cut, you're doubling the amount of branches it's going to be on here. So like this, for instance, it'll, oh my gosh, focus. See if I can turn it around. So this one, for instance, is damaged. So I'm just going to cut that right off. Anything damaged you don't want to keep. But yeah, anything else had nice green centers, and the tree itself is green in the middle, you see. So this will flush out really pretty, and I'm going to come in as well and probably stake it. I might stake it. It's not leaning that bad. But most of the growth seems to be growing on that side. And then I'm going to fertilize it and top dress it with some compost. And yeah, we'll call that done. So now I'm going to rearrange the porch. is all I'm going to do for tonight. I will come in tomorrow and probably fill these green stalks and start putting seeds in them. I just moved some pots around. That nasturtium over there is still looking pretty good and flowering, so I'm going to keep it. And I need to add something behind it, I think. And then just some pots that has basil, an amaryllis, just some random little alyssum is in this pot here that I started from seed, so that'll fill in. And then over here, this little pot has chamomile. I'm gonna seed something else in the middle. This pot has alyssum in it that hasn't started really growing yet, just seeds. Some more chamomile. Got some native and medicinal stuff in this border back here. So yeah, so we're getting there. And then over here I put the 2 fig trees. This side gets more sun, so I'm gonna leave those over here. And then I have my heirloom jasmine plant. It has an oxalis and some calendula and some alyssum underneath it. So all of those are going to do very well there. And then that table's a mess, but that's all I'm giving myself time for today. So next I get to put pretty things in all the pots. So stay tuned, and I thank you for watching if you have watched this far, and I'll see you next time. Bye.